Pope Francis raises concerns about the Antichrist's presence. Get ready to explore a thought-provoking topic that has left many in awe. Recent statements by Pope Francis have sparked discussions about the possibility of the Antichrist's existence. We'll dive into what this means, break down the Pope's words, and examine the connections to ancient prophecies. It's time to question and reflect on this unsettling revelation as we contemplate whether the Antichrist might be closer than we ever imagined. Join us as we navigate this intriguing and mysterious subject, unraveling the implications it holds for our beliefs and future. The alleged connection between Pope Francis, Pope Benedict, and the existence of an elegant demon in the Vatican requires a careful examination of the historical context surrounding these pontiffs. While Pope Francis has gained recognition for his progressive approach, focusing on social justice and interfaith dialogue, Pope Benedict, his predecessor, was known for his more conservative theological stance. It is important to note, however, that neither pope has explicitly mentioned the presence of an elegant demon or the Antichrist in the Vatican. Pope Francis, elected as the head of the Roman Catholic Church in 2013, has been widely recognized as a reformist pope. He has emphasized the importance of addressing social inequality, poverty, and environmental issues. His papacy has been marked by a more inclusive and compassionate tone, promoting dialogue and understanding between different traditions. Pope Francis has sought to bridge gaps and foster a sense of unity among believers and non-believers alike. On the other hand, Pope Benedict XVI, who served as Pope from 2005 until his resignation in 2013, was known for his traditionalist approach to theology and liturgy. He emphasized the importance of preserving the doctrinal integrity of the Church and upholding traditional teachings. Pope Benedict was deeply involved in theological discussions and expressed concerns about secularism and relativism. It is essential to recognize that while these two popes have had distinct theological stances, neither of them has made explicit statements regarding the presence of an elegant demon or the Antichrist within the Vatican. It is crucial to avoid misconstruing or sensationalizing their words or actions to fit a specific narrative or conspiracy theory. The role of the Pope within the Roman Catholic Church is primarily spiritual and pastoral. Popes provide guidance to the faithful based on church teachings, scripture, and tradition. While they may address contemporary issues and challenges facing the Church and the world, their primary focus is on matters of faith, morality, and the promotion of Christian values. The Vatican, as the spiritual and administrative headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, is an institution with a rich history and complex dynamics. While it holds deep religious significance for Catholics worldwide, it is also subject to human imperfections and challenges. The alleged association between the presence of an elegant demon in the Vatican and the existence of the Antichrist often draws upon biblical prophecies. The concept of the Antichrist has been a subject of debate and interpretation within Christian eschatology for centuries, with varying perspectives across different denominations. It is crucial to approach these prophecies with a critical lens. The concept of the Antichrist, as is commonly understood today, primarily emerges from the writings of the Apostle John in the New Testament. The term Antichrist itself is not extensively used throughout the Bible, and its interpretations had led to diverse understandings among scholars and theologians. The Apostle John introduces the concept of the Antichrist in his letters, particularly in the book of 1 John and 2 John. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 18, John writes, "Children, it is the last hour, and as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come." Here, John suggests that while an ultimate Antichrist is expected in the future, there are already many Antichrists present at that time. The term Antichrist itself carries the meaning of being against or opposed to Christ. It denotes an individual or force that embodies opposition to Christ and seeks to deceive or mislead believers. The Antichrist is often associated with false teachings, ungodly behavior, and the promotion of anti-Christian ideologies. Some understand the Antichrist as a specific figure who will arise in the future, while others view it more symbolically as representing collective opposition to Christ throughout history. The nature and characteristics attributed to the Antichrist vary, while others emphasize its spiritual and ideological dimensions. There are also debates regarding the relationship between the Antichrist and the end times. As a result, interpretations of these passages require careful analysis. Scholars and theologians employ various methods of interpretation, including historical, literary, and theological approaches, to understand the intended meaning behind the text. The concept of the rapture is an eschatological belief held by certain Christian denominations, particularly those with a dispensationalist or premillennialist perspective. The term rapture refers to the belief that believers in Jesus Christ will be taken up or caught up into heaven in an instant prior to a period of tribulation and the second coming of Christ. According to this belief, the rapture is a future event that will occur suddenly and unexpectedly. It is often associated with the interpretation of biblical passages such as 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 16 to 17. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cry of command, with the voice of an archangel, and with the sound of the trumpet of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we, who are alive, who are left, will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will always be with the Lord. Supporters of the rapture believe that this event will result in the physical removal of believers from the earth, sparing them from the trials and tribulations of the end times. They view the rapture as a sign of God's grace and protection for his faithful followers. The concept of the Antichrist emerges primarily from the writings of the Apostle John in the New Testament, particularly in the books of 1 John and 2 John. The term Antichrist itself does not appear frequently in the Bible, and its interpretations have led to diverse understandings among scholars and theologians. Within Christian eschatology, the Antichrist is often seen as a figure who embodies opposition to Christ and seeks to deceive humanity. The Antichrist is thought to manifest in the end times, preceding the second coming of Christ. However, there is no consensus on the exact nature or identity of the Antichrist, as the biblical texts are symbolic and open to interpretation. Different denominations and theologians offer varied perspectives on the Antichrist. Some interpret the Antichrist as a specific individual who will arise in the future, while others view it as a collective representation of evil and opposition to Christ throughout history. Interpretations also differ on the Antichrist's role and influence, and the existence of the Antichrist. Their accuracy and applicability to contemporary events remain uncertain. On the other hand, Mark Taylor gained recognition for his predictions regarding Donald Trump's presidency, but he has not directly linked his prophecies to the Vatican or the Antichrist. Malachi's prophecies, originating from a 12th century Irish saint, the prophecies list a series of enigmatic phrases or mottos, supposedly corresponding to each pope from Malachi's time to the end of the papal lineage. While some interpretations claim that these prophecies accurately predicted the reigns of various popes, there is significant debate and skepticism regarding their authenticity and accuracy, making it challenging to establish a direct connection to contemporary events or the presence of an elegant demon in the Vatican. In more recent times, Mark Taylor gained attention for his predictions regarding Donald Trump's presidency, which he claimed were received through divine revelation. However, it is important to note that Taylor has not directly linked his prophecies to the Vatican or the Antichrist. While some proponents may attempt to connect his prophecies to broader eschatological themes, it is essential to exercise caution and critical thinking when evaluating such claims. The validity and interpretation of individual prophecies should be carefully scrutinized, considering factors such as the clarity of the predictions, the track record of the prophet, and the historical and theological context surrounding the events in question. The alleged presence of an elegant demon in the Vatican and the existence of the Antichrist remain enigmatic and mysterious. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community.